welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jackie. I'm taking you guys along with me during my morning routine with the newborn. I'm a mom of two. They're both sleeping currently, and I like to start my morning routine before 8 o'clock. Normally between like 6 to 8 is my time. With a newborn, I'm not really strict on like a time schedule or like waking up at a certain time, so it just kind of all depends on how the night goes and what time is closest to 6 o'clock, 6 and 8 that he eats. And once he eats, I feed him, I'll wake up, I'll pump, and I'll start my morning. I don't like to put too much pressure on like, oh, I have to be up by 6 o'clock in this newborn stage, because it puts too much pressure on yourself, and then also you never know how the nights are gonna go. And so I just need a consistent routine, and so I try not to base it off of time right now. It's currently 8:52. I've already fed him, I've already pumped, which is part of my morning routine. Every morning I pump, afternoon, and then evening. So I pump 3 times a day, sometimes twice a day, but I try to shoot for 3. I know it's kind of early to pump, but I didn't pump with my first son until like a week or 2 weeks maybe, going back to work, and I had no supply and it was just very stressful. So I've decided that I'm going to pump, and everything I pump goes in a baggie, and then I freeze it, and then everything that my Haka catches I put in a bottle, because we do 1, sometimes 2 bottles a day, so mom can have a break, and that's normally when I'll pump. Right now, what has been working for me, I know everybody is a little different. You gotta find a routine that works for you. And I know as a first-time mom, it's kind of just like taking whatever everybody else says and trying to make it work. But as a second-time mom, I've really just like kind of leaned into what works for me and what doesn't. With that being said, I need to unload the dishwasher and kind of get going before both of the boys wake up. Also, my hormones or something is insane, because my skin is so dry. Like by my eyes, I feel like I've aged 30 years because of how dry my skin is, and they just said it's like hormones. I don't even know if you can tell. Riot is currently waking up, and Legend, as you saw, joined me during my quiet time. I know meditation isn't for everyone, but I definitely think you should try it if you haven't. Like a guided meditation. I have found it helped my anxiety and depression honestly so much. I don't do it every day. I wish I did it every day, but I don't. I'm just shutting off the little sound machines in each of the rooms and the fans and stuff. But Legend is going to sit down and practice writing his name. We just do this where he says it, spells it, builds it with these little blocks, and then traces it, just to kind of prep him for kindergarten. Back to like my 10 minutes of quiet in the morning. I'll either journal, sometimes I'll journal and I'll meditate. Sometimes it's just honestly sitting and scrolling on my phone, which isn't the healthiest, but I just like to do like a 10-minute for myself, a very quiet, peaceful time. I just recommend starting your day with a 10-minute quiet self-care type vibe. And then I'll be making breakfast while he does this and kind of helping him. Okay, so this is kind of how motherhood looks lately. Just whatever happens, happens. During my 10-minute of quiet time, I try to do it a little earlier, but it just didn't happen this morning. So I had one join me, which is completely fine. You just kind of have to be flexible with it. We're doing an easy breakfast this morning. Most of the time breakfast is easy anyways. We do waffles, cereal, or donuts most of the time, and fruit, grapes probably. Okay, it's 10 o'clock already. I just went ahead and fed Riot. Now we are picking up school because I was helping Legend with school. Riot is cranky. He's lactose intolerant and I feel like he's always cranky. Kane and I have never had an easy newborn. Both of our newborns have been lactose intolerant, very fussy, colicky, cranky babies. I'd like to go on a walk this morning, but Kane has the stroller in the car that he took to work. I think we're just gonna hang out inside until Kane gets home and then we'll go on a walk later. That might not be part of our morning routine. I'm not sure. We're going on a walk at some point today. I like to go on one, if not 2 walks. If you're a new mama, I could not walk for like 3 weeks after my first baby. So if you feel kind of overwhelmed and you're like, I can't even get up and do the dishes, like that is also normal. Everyone's so different. This labor and delivery was so different than my last. I'll have a labor and delivery story coming soon if it isn't up already. And so stay tuned for that.
I'm getting older, but I still can't read a vibe. 'Cause my world is on fire, but we're saying we're doing fine. I never thought I'd make it here past 25. Ooh, but maybe I just overthinking and wasting time.
Something else I feel like comes with like newborn life, no matter what kid you're on, whether it's your first, your second, your third, your fourth, your sixth, things take time. It's gonna take a little bit longer to do the dishes than it used to before the the newborn that you have in your arms. And that can be hard. It's like dishes is such an easy thing to do, but it does take a lot longer, especially if you have a newborn or a baby that likes to be held. And this is such a small chapter in our lives that it's okay to hold your baby. I know people like to say, put your baby down, you know, let them cry, it's fine, they'll be okay, but it's okay to hold your baby too. It's such a small chapter and you held them for 9 months in your stomach that you're their little comfort blanket. And so it's okay to hold your baby, and it's okay that chores take a lot longer.
'Cause I don't wanna know if I'm better off alone. I'm so happy when I'm sad and make it up.
Okay, so if you have fussy babies, this has truly been a lifesaver. It's called gripe water or grip water, I'm not sure. I think gripe. It's truly a lifesaver for fussy babies. We think Riot is lactose intolerant, just like Legend. Hang in there if your baby has some sort of lactose intolerant allergy or just like tummy aches. So hopefully it'll help you guys. I'll have it linked in my Amazon storefront as always, but you can get it at like Target, Walmart, Walgreens, stuff like that. I'm gonna do dishes now that he is in his swing, chilling.
'Cause I just need to see what the hell is supposed to mean. So I can't make it better, make it real. That's just how I feel. I think it over, but I can't convince myself. Corporation.
This is a very realistic vlog, and this is why I haven't vlogged very much for the first couple weeks of his life, because a lot of times we just sit here and snuggle.
Gotta stay in mental health, stepping over stars to the colored lights. Is the whole world gray or am I too blinded?
Okay, so that is my realistic morning routine as a mom with a newborn, a mom of 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of literally everything I do. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I do know that I'm going to be filming a nighttime routine coming soon, so stay tuned for that, and just a whole bunch of newborn life videos, mom of 2 videos. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.